Hello, I am Tanai Figueroa, and this is um, the video presentation for my 10th grade personal project. My project is called What We Don't Say Out Loud, and it is a book of original poetry to reveal the inner voice of young women. So the first question is, how did the project go? Overall, I believe that my project went very well. I was able to create a book by myself with no prior knowledge, and it is functional and appealing. Both of my covers are beautiful, especially the front cover, where I painted sun and moon in feminine presenting human like bodies interacting with each other. I believe this is relevant because the poems in the book demonstrate what female teenagers have to encounter, whether it is within themselves or with the people around them. I think the art on either side is detailed and deliberate. It is also quite obvious that the art has had a lot of time dedicated to it. The pages are threaded together for stability and functionality, and there were absolutely no shortcuts taken in the process of making the physical copy of the book. Additionally, the content of the anthology is special, and the poems are very truthful and provoke a lot of critical thinking. Number 2, what did you learn from the experience? I learned a lot throughout this project. Through the poems, I learned more about writing and expressing my emotions and understanding other people's perspectives better as well. This project also taught me a lot about dedication and routines. A multiple month long project is a commitment, and it took a while to build a schedule and stick to it. At first, it was hard to remember to do my project, but as time went on, I became more consistent in my work. I was forced to be dedicated to getting all my work done on time, and schedules have always been difficult for me to follow, so this project taught me consistency and time management skills. I think the actual writing has been great for me as well. I love writing, and over the course of the project, it's become a hobby for me. Additionally, I believe that my writing has improved. What would you have done differently? In terms of the physical project, there isn't much I would have done differently. There are certain minor details that I may have changed. Nothing large really, but given the amount of time, lesser amount of time that I was given, I did the best that I could. However, if I was able to do the whole project again, I would have asked the teacher for more help on my process journal and report. I went into that completely blindly, and although I was given instructions, not all of it was super clear, and I didn't understand what was going on a lot of the time. I was too afraid to ask for help, so I think that definitely cost me. It took a lot of time to understand what was saying, and I feel like if I had asked her for help, my writing could have answered the prompts more concisely, and it certainly would have been more efficient. What have been the strengths and weakness? Oh shoot, I just answered that. Did I? Yes. No, I didn't. What have been the strengths and weaknesses of the project at different stages of development? So my determination was a necessary strength. Since I didn't have much time, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to complete my project by the deadline. However, I never gave up. I found the key to most of my success was dedicating lots of time to my work. And I was really lucky because I chose a project that I enjoyed. So I didn't mind the stretching periods of time where I could just paint, where I had to paint or write. My most destructive weakness was my perfectionism. I would get caught up on little details that weren't of much importance instead of focusing on the vital parts of my project, and that certainly cost me a lot of time. 5. Did you meet the goal of your project? Yes, I met the goals of my project. In the beginning, when I had just started, I was like halfway through gathering my poems. I wrote that my product goal is to create a handmade book with cardboard that is painted for the covers, full of various poems by teenage females bonded together by a sewing string. To achieve this, I had to gather knowledge by watching videos and reading articles about creating books and sewing pages together. I decided to include creations from at least 10 authors. Although the contributors are all female and all in similar age cohort, they represent a great variety in terms of ethnic, religious, and socioeconomic backgrounds. Additionally, the contributors reflect real diversity in terms of interests, personalities, and life experiences. The theme is just like what females in their teenage years experience, regardless of gender, ethnicity, religion, or area. Because at the end of the day, everyone's experiences adversity and difficult emotions. I believe that this book would be a really great opportunity to offer different perspectives in a truthful and vulnerable way, and potentially create an impact on the readers. I hope that the audience will be moved by the poetry of my friends, just as I have. After the writing is fully completed, I will paint covers that will attempt to capture the themes of the book. And personally, I believe that I did all of that and more. So, yes. Okay. Thank you.